Good morning. We're out for a walk this morning. It's my day off work, so I thought I'd give you a few little. There's somebody behind me then. Give you a few little snippets of my day. So I'll turn the camera around. We're just on the canal now. We've just come up. We've just gone round the other way. I think I've done probably about a mile and a half already. Through the park, up the road, and then we've come down onto the canal. Yes, so enjoy the view. This is one of my favourite walks and runs, and cycling paths, to be honest, because it's near to, not too far from home, and it's a nice walk. And I love this time of year. I've only got two favourite seasons. One is spring and one is autumn. Around about this time. I'm not too keen on the cold. I like the thought of snow. Hello. He's got a little chorus up there. I like the thought of snow, and it looks pretty, but I don't like the cold. So yeah. Plans for the day. I baked a cake on Sunday, wrapped it in some cling film and just a Victoria sponge, and let it to rest for a couple of days. So I've done the cream frosting this morning and built that with some jam. I've done all my housework. Which isn't a lot really, there's only me and Richard, so it doesn't get too dirty or messy. It's just tidying more than anything. Mop the floors, hoovered, washed up, cleaned up my mess from my cake building. And there's a few bits left from last night that I needed to wash up as well, so that's done. So yeah, I'll just catch you up on a few bits through my day and see how the day goes. See you later, guys. We're still on the canal. We're not home yet. So, plans for today. Very loose. We've got some very loose plans. When I get home, I need to have a shower. And then I'm going to go and do some shopping, because I don't get a lot of chance kind of at the weekend, because I work Saturdays. So I don't get a chance on a Saturday to do the shopping really. So sometimes Richard will do that. But we're quite low on a lot of things, because I only did a small shop last week, so I'm not going to do a massive shop, we just need bits and pieces. we've got two main roads that cross the canal here. You probably can hear them. I think one's the motorway, I'm not sure which one, because we've got the M6 and the M5 crossovers kind of quite close. Oh, M5 link, that says Bridge 2. Bit of useless information there. Yes, so sorry about the traffic. These are our graffiti walls. Oh, that was a silly thing to do. There we go. It's a bit better. We're still in shot, I think. Oh, that was a face. You don't want to see that. Let's turn you around so you can. Oh no. There we go. That's where we've come from. And this is where we're going. I like the way they've painted that bridge. Okay, so I'll go. And I'll see you at home shortly. Oh, where's the steps gone? I've missed them. Just thought I'd come back on here. I've spoken about the canal behind where I live in the last video, I think, and we can't go down there because that's where they're doing the path to, and this is the path past there. Why they stopped there and didn't carry on before when they were doing it, I've no idea. Well, I'll just show you what they've done so far. I'd much rather they fixed the leak in the canal than do a path, but it is what it is. So that's it so far, which is going to be lovely, especially to cycle. It's not going to, I don't think it goes up. Mind you, if you go that way, you can go all round to the left and all the way to Birmingham, which I've walked, but I've never cycled yet, because there was still quite a bit of it that wasn't paved, and it was just towpath, muddy, bumpy. But I think most of it's done now, so we'll have to go for a ride along the towpath one day on the bike, which I've hardly been out on this year at all. I think it's had 2 outings, which is really bad, considering I used to come home from work a few years ago. And it's only been a couple of years. When I say a few, I'd say 2. I'd come home from work through the spring and summer, once it started getting lighter in the evenings, and cycle for 2 hours. Not anymore. I keep saying to Richard, we need to get back to that, but yeah, is it going to happen? Anyway, I can hear the dustbin wagons, so I'll turn you off because you don't want to hear all of that row. See you in a bit. Oh yeah, we're back home. 3.69 miles, not bad, but I didn't start recording until I was in the park, so that's another mile, so wasn't too bad for a morning walk. I left at 8 o'clock, it's just 2 minutes past 9 now, so yeah, I'm pleased with that. washing machine's on, sorry. So I think we'll go shopping. I'm not used to it. I've never done vlogs before. I keep saying to Richard, oh, I need to do vlogs. Thinking about doing Vlogmas. Is it Vlogmas? In December. But it will probably, if I do that, it will probably be sort of 2 or 3 days all wound into one, because I've got a boring life. Basically I just go to work and come home and do all my jobs in between, so I think that would be pretty boring. What do you guys think? I don't know. See this podcaster who comes on and shows knitting, but you don't actually ever see into their life, do you? That's all my dyeing stuff up there. I absolutely have nowhere to put anything. My kitchen is tiny, let me just spin you around. So we start, hang on, we start here. Ooh, light switch. And if I stand in the middle and turn, and that's it really. Oh, there's my cake that I made. Okay. See that? And there's all my cookbooks. I love cooking. I used to do catering years ago. I was a catering supervisor many years ago. And before that, I worked in the jewellery quarter. So yeah, there's my shopping bags ready to go shopping. Yeah, so there's the front door. This house is, it's tiny. It's literally downstairs is 2 rooms. You can turn around, and some of the houses were built on the estate, and they've got shutters so that come down, electric shutters, you know, like on the front of a shop. So but I'm glad we haven't got those, because that would make it really dark. I do prefer that. Right, I'm gonna finish my water and we'll go shopping. So I'll see you in the car. Right, so we're in the car now. We're gonna pop to Morrison's for the shopping. Concentration. We'll pop to Morrison's, do the shopping. It isn't until you start trying to video parts of your day you realise, actually, what do I do on my days off? I've got some material that I want to start cutting out later on for some bags. I really do need to have a dye session at work as well at some point, get some new colours. I've got a couple of new colours in mind. So that should be so. Now if the camera keeps going up and down, I'm really sorry. There's lots of speed bumps on this road. Absolutely loads. Which I can understand. It's a long road, of speed, as they do these days. Haven't done a lot of knitting this week. What day are we on? We're on Tuesday. I haven't even said what day it is. Sorry. It's Tuesday. It's 9:20 now. Which is nice and early. Still a few runners out. Mum's coming back from the school. On the school run. Gotta remember it well. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So yeah, I've got some material I want to cut out when I get back later on. So I'll put the shopping away. I need to have a shower at some point. But yeah, really this is just a little spend my day off with me. Which is probably what I'll call the video. Oh, stay there. This must be really boring for you guys, watching me drive. Roadworks everywhere. Why do they always decide to do roadworks at this time of year? It's always in the summertime, just as you're coming into the summer. At October, November time. Seems to be. Am I ranting? Oh dear. I suppose it's a little bit different, isn't it? Spending some time with me in the car. Yeah, I haven't done a lot of knitting this week, but I have been kind of focused on the jumper that I've started. What's it called? Stromboli. Oh, it's really nice. It's really knitting up really well. I think I'm about halfway up the body on that. I'll show it you when we get back. Pattern's beautiful. I thought, looking at, what are you doing? Oh, sorry. I thought looking at the pattern it looked like cables, but it isn't. They just look like cables. They're actually not. The pattern is really lovely. It's really easy to follow. It's an 8-row repeat. I've learned a couple of new stitches, which is good. It's always good to learn some new things, isn't it? It's a different construction, isn't it, from the bottom up? So it'll be interesting when I get to the arms how they're gonna go. I haven't read through the pattern. I never read through a pattern. I really should, because that's where we make mistakes, isn't it? When we don't, read through the patterns properly. Oh, I need fuel. We'll do fuel. We'll do fuel as well. I really look forward to a day off, and then when I have a day off, it's like I've got so many jobs to do. Where do I start? And then I give myself too many things to do. do none of them. Do any of you guys do that? Oh, I do it all the time. On a weekly basis. We've been really busy at work the last couple of weeks, so I usually get 2 days a week off. So I've only had 1 for the last 2 weeks, but I've got 2 this week and then back to 1 again next week. And then we'll see where we go from there. Lots of people getting their curtain orders in before Christmas. It's ever so funny when they walk in the shop and say, we say to them, well, have you got your measurements? And one lady last week, she came in for some neck curtain and went into the net room and I said, have you got your measurements? And she said, yeah, it's about 20 hands deep. 20 hands. I can't work on 20 hands. Your hands, your husband's hands. Bless. But it is funny. We get bits of string. So funny. Got a Costa coffee here now as well. I've never understood why people want a coffee from somewhere else. Just make it at home. I don't understand. Is that just me? I think it may be a generation thing. I can understand having a coffee when you're out shopping. You know, you're having a day out shopping in town, or you've gone out with the girls for a coffee, you meet up for a coffee. When you go buy a coffee on the way to work, make one when you get to work. I don't know. I don't understand. Right, so we're here. Where shall we park? Shall we park here? I like to park by the trolley bays. Just so I don't have to walk too far to put my trolley back. Okay. So I'll pop in here. If I buy anything interesting, I'll show you. But it's just a boring shop, really. So I'll see you later. We're back. Shopping's done. Most of it to put away. I'll just pop these upstairs. So how's your day going? Hope you're having a nice relaxing day. Ooh, let me just pop these away. Oops, daisy, Maisie. So shopping weren't too bad. I like to go early, beat the crowds. But there's still quite a few people, even considering it was quite early. Shall we make a drink? Do a coffee, and then I'll show you that knitting. How that's going. Oh, where's my coffee cup? Oh, it's in there. Let me just pop you on there for a second and we'll have a chat. Sorry, the kettle's really loud. I'm wearing my ranunculus, the last one I made, which is, let's see if I can aim you down a little bit there. Just got one shirt underneath because it's quite see-through. But I don't like big, massive, chunky jumpers. It's just warm enough. It's a bit cool this morning. You can tell it's November. No, it's quite grey. I don't think they're forecasting any rain for today, but I haven't really looked at the weather for today, so yeah, we'll just grab a coffee. Just instant Nescafe out the kettle. My son makes the most amazing coffee. He's got a proper coffee maker. But I can't be doing with all the faff. I need a coffee, I want it now. I'm just impatient really. Okay, just put these bags away, I'll be back in 1 second. I'm back. Okay, we've got coffee. Ooh. I really should grab it from the other side. I really should get my selfie stick. It would be a lot easier. Then I could balance you somewhere. Okay, so there's the view outside. Lots of leaves. I think Richard needs to get the leaf blower out and give the leaves a little. There we go. Is that better? Okay. Excuse my slurping. Let's see if we can find a selfie stick. That would be better. Can we do it while you're still live? Do you think? I'll tell you what, we'll do this and then we'll come back. And we're back in the room. You are very precarious there though. Balanced on the arm of the chair. I could do with a little side table there really, just to pop you on. So, let me just show you progress on the Stromboli. Let's just show you the picture. Then you might have a better idea of what I'm talking about, because if you haven't seen the last episode, you're going to be like, what's she talking about? There we go. Oh, stop. Sorry about that. My battery's going to go. So that's the Stromboli. Really nice pattern. Really, really good to follow. Easy to follow. 8 row repeat. And we are this far. I think I just started on the last video, on the podcast. I just started the ribbing. So, isn't it beautiful? This is my own hand dyed and it's called Off to Work. Is that better? Yeah. It's called Off to Work and it's I can't remember the content offhand, but it's got alpaca in there and it's so soft. It's going to be so lovely to wear. Can't wait to finish it. So, what should we do now? Hang on, let me just move that cushion out of the way. Get comfy. Oh. See, We're terrible, ain't we? You sit your bum on a chair, you grab a coffee, straight away you're into the knitting. I mean, what are we like? I'm really enjoying knitting this though. It's so lovely. Yeah, really lovely to knit. If you haven't already knit it, or if you're thinking about, just do it. You'll not regret it. There's a few more things that I want to cast on. Can't think what they are offhand, but they're all in my Ravelry queue. I'm not very active on the Ravelry because I just find it really hard to navigate. So I've never put a project on there yet. I really should. I really should, because I use the patterns. I make the patterns, and then I forget if I've done anything different and I wanted to make it again. I have to try and remember what I did and if I've changed anything. So making notes on Ravelry, or even making my own notes in the margins of the pattern, but I never keep the patterns afterwards because I've written all over them. I usually just discard them, which probably is the wrong thing to do. Sorry, I was just counting there. Do you do that? 7, 8, 9. It's terrible when we're talking and I'm counting. Do you find that you just can't count? Casting on stitches as well. I think I have brain fuggle. Should we just call it that? Brain fuggle. Just numbers in general. That sounds like workmen on the towpath again. I can't believe they've tarmacked. I thought they were just going to put like they usually put that crushed stone down, don't they, and then they roller it a few times, and then you're left with that. I can't believe that they've tarmacked it. That seems very, very strange. I'm thinking now, are they the one up the top, is it tarmacked further up? I don't think it is. I think it's just crushed stone that they've, unless they're tarmacking that as well, because that part of the, oh no, they haven't got that. No, I'll go over that bridge to work in the morning, so they haven't got that. Sorry, distracted. They haven't got that bit closed off. Right, I'm going to finish my coffee. I'm going to finish this row now I've started, because I can't leave it in the middle of a row, can I? That's just wrong. Although I do quite often. Yeah, I'll finish this row and then have a look at what's next to do today. Oh, I do have to dry. The washing machine's finished. So it's really good, this construction, because you've got markers for the back and the front. It doesn't define which is the back and which is the front, but one is going to be the back and one is going to be the front. So you've got seam markers. So when you come to the seam at the side, you do kind of two, let me just show you, two of these knot stitch with two what's it's in between. Can you see it there? Yeah, that's it there. Those 4 lots of knot stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that in the middle, that's the side seam. Isn't it lovely? And then these are what I thought on the pattern. When you look at the pattern on the picture, I thought they were what's the word? I've said it once, but they're not. And I suppose I can see now that they're not, but I just looked at it and thought that they were. So cables. My brain. Anywho. Oh, where have I put that? Oh, there you go. I struggle to I'm using these clips. Sorry. I'm using these clips and I've got the part of the pattern folded over, and I'm just marking my line along and then marking it off and then moving one up as I go. And that's, so I need to do, it says 8 repeats for the body. I'm on my 6th repeat now, and I don't want it to be a belly top. So I think I might do another, I'm going to try another one. I'm going to do 9 repeats and see how that looks. And then if I don't like it, I'll do 10. I did try doing the Italian cast on to get a nice edge, a nicer edge, because I didn't want that straight. I wanted a nice loopy edge, you know, that it defines the ribbing. I couldn't, it was 200 and something stitches that I had to cast on. And I think I got to about 20, and it was so faffy. I need to practice it a little bit more before I before I decide that I'm gonna do that as a cast on edge. So let's pop into the kitchen, put the washing in the dryer, pull you down a little so that you're not all up in the air. Here we go. Okay, how's that? Right, let's out of there. So this is just bedding. I've stripped my bed this morning and put everything in the washing machine. So now I have to go and get the ironing board out and iron another duvet set because I don't iron as I go with things, with like bedding and stuff. I iron it as I need it, but if it comes straight out of the dryer, quite often it doesn't need ironing. So I might just wait for these to be done and then just replace these again, because why not? Who wants to be ironing on the day off? Although I have got a big washing basket full of ironing upstairs. because I don't have a lot of time to work. No, I just don't like ironing. Let's just not make excuses of time. We use time as an excuse for everything. I just don't like ironing. I have to be in the mood. Is that everything? That is everything. Okie dokie. Fold these, put them on the pile of ironing. Oh dear. Does anybody else like ironing or dislike ironing? I don't mind it, to be fair. It's just getting in the right frame of mind. Sometimes I can get up in the morning before work and I can get the ironing board up and I'll iron all my things for work and then carry on and do a little bit more. But for the most part, I just pile it in the washing basket, and then when it gets too high, just do the lot. And I'm there for 2 hours then. I mean, where's the logic in that? If we did it iron as you go. My mum always used to do that. She'd do the ironing, she'd peg it all out on the line, and it'd be out there all day drying, and it'd be brought in probably about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, because she used to get up really early with my dad, because he used to work shift work, and so she'd get the washing machine on really early in the morning. Do you remember the ones with the mangle on there? Don't know if anybody else remembers those. And probably loads of people do. They were a thing, weren't they, in the 60s and 70s? Yeah, Mum used to have like this. It was a big, you know, the like an American washing machine, but it had a mangle on the top, and it had an agitator, and you'd fill it up with water, you'd put your detergent in there, and then put the heater on. Mum used to just fill it with hot water, put the heater on there, let it heat up, and then she'd throw the whites in first, because all they'd be swished around. Oh, and the washing used to come out so clean. So clean, it was brilliant white. And then when it was done, it was put through the mangle. It wasn't a hand turned one. You'd turn a switch and you'd feed it through, and she'd have it in front of the sink there, and it'd all fall into the bowl. And then she'd rinse it all in there, and then she'd put it into another bowl. So labour intensive washing, wasn't it, back in the day? Yeah. No wonder women didn't find time to work back then. They've got so much to do at home, and it took so long to do a task. I mean, our mum would be like half a morning just washing, because there were 5 of us. We don't know we're born now, do we? These newfangled washing machines. Oh. I often wonder, because like, I lost my mum in 1979 to breast cancer. And I often wonder if she came back now, if she could see all the gadgets and all the things, she'd be astounded. She'd totally be astounded. Anywho, I'll put this washing, I'll put these towels away, put my shoes away and catch back up with you shortly. I think we'll see you in a while. Hello again. So we're back. This isn't some cooking experiment. This is actually, I'm making some candles. I had this kit, I think it wasn't this birthday gone, it was the one before. Richard's sister bought me for my birthday. It's from Cosy Owl, and it comes in this box with everything you need to make 5 candles. Now I was going to open the box, show you what was inside the box, and then kind of carry on from there, but it's taken so long so far just to melt the wax. What time is it now? It's 1:05. Seems very complicated, so I'll show you the jars in a minute. I'll bring them over. Let me just move that out of the way. But you have to keep on stirring this. It doesn't look much like wax at the minute. It comes in like little pellets. I should have took a picture beforehand, but I didn't. So much for cutting some material. Oh dear. We do get, so I told you I get sidetracked. I just was having a tidy. I moved some stuff around off the top of the cupboard there, and I was, oh, there's wax on there already. And I was having a tidy out of the cupboards, and I come across it on the top there, and I thought, ooh, I know what I can do. I'll make my candles. So that's what I'm doing, but I think this is going to have to go to a clear consistency before we can actually pour it. So I've started to pop the wicks into the glasses. I've already washed the glasses and I've heated them up in the oven a little bit, because it says to, I think I'm going to have to heat them again because they've gone cold again now. This is note to self. This jug, by the way, is for this purpose, but I think if I do this again, I need a bigger pan to put the water in, and something lower but wider, because although it's melting at the bottom, it's going cold at the top really quickly. So I'm going to be cleaning wax up all afternoon. You can just see it coming. So we'll pop the rest of those wicks in. I'm just going to straighten them up a little bit first. I haven't got any wick holders, so we're going to have to improvise, I'm afraid. I've never done this before, so this is a first, maybe a last, who knows. If it's an enjoyable process, we might do it again. So they're all pretty much stuck down, but as soon as I heat them glasses up, they're going to come off, aren't they? Right, that's starting to melt now. So we need 65 degrees, no hotter. I can't let go of thermometer. Because, is it a thermometer? Is it still called a probe? Can't let go of the probe because it's, I think it will disappear into the glass. Not into the glass, but you know what I mean, I might lose it. It's got to get warmer than that to melt, surely. We're at 55 degrees, so Celsius that is. So 10 more degrees should be fine. The fragrance has a flash point apparently, which I didn't know. It has to be lower than that flash point. Otherwise you lose the fragrance or you may get too much fragrance. But anyway, we'll let that carry on melting. So we've got some dye to put in there. Looks like a nice colour. And the fragrance is French lavender. Ooh, I like French lavender. Oh, that smells lovely. I used to have French lavender in the garden at my old house, all at the front, and in the summertime, I used to get lots of bees. And my youngest daughter's boyfriend was scared of bees, so he'd come and he'd park his car because it was a cul-de-sac and it was very narrow, and he'd park his car in front of this lavender, and then he wouldn't get out because the bees, there was always at least 50 bees or more on this lavender in the middle of the summer. But he'd always do the same thing, and I'd say, Luke, park your car somewhere further down. Park on the drive, come straight on the drive. No, every single time. Bless him. So I'm going to just have a look at the dish. There are instructions and there are codes you can scan for all of the information. That's for all of the sheets that tell you all the do's, the don'ts, and the what's and the wherefores, what's involved, what's in it, and data sheets. For the data sheets. So now all the wax is melted and you've reached a temperature of 65 degrees, have we? Let's have a look. See, it probably is at the bottom, but on the top it's still cool. Oh, I don't think I am. 58. No, we're not quite there yet. We are getting there, but oh, I can see this being everywhere by the end of the day. Okay. I'll agitate the boring bits. Oh, now we've gone clear. 58, 59, we're still not there yet. We are getting there because it's gone clear now, so it needs to be 65 degrees Celsius before we can add in our colour, and then its flash point's got to be below 70, I believe. what I've just read on that data sheet anyway, below 70-ish. But they're all apparently, they all behave differently at different temperatures, so it depends on the fragrance. So let's see where we are now. I can't see. Oh, 62, hang on. We're getting there, guys, we're getting there. I can't believe it's taken me this long to get round to doing these. I just can't believe how long it takes to get to the temperature. I'd have thought that was, we're at 64. So at 65 we're going for colour. I wonder how long it takes them to cool. I bet it takes a long time to cool down. 65, yes. Okay, so I'm going to go for it. I'm going to put the colour in. And it's just a few bits. I'll bring you over and let you have a closer look shortly in a second. Oh, that's it. All there. Stir continuously, stir continuously, but slowly, it says. Oh, that's a lovely rich red, ruby. Looks beautiful. Doesn't say how long to stir for once you've added the colour. However, before you do this, the temperature of the wax is critical because it has a flash point and the fragrance evaporates. So that's just going to continue to get hotter now, isn't it? Well, that looks an even colour all the way through. Oh, that's beautiful. Let's check the temperature. Look, I'm going to turn that off now because it's at 65 and rising. So I'm going to put those, I've got some little wooden dowels that these are marshmallow sticks. I've cut my head off. How can I get me on and this on? Let me just move you a bit closer now. Okay. Right. So I'm going to disappear and you'll see what I'm doing. Just 1 second. It's very hard to get a good angle. Okay. So what I'm going to do is just scoot that over just to try and keep it in the middle. Much easier if you had a proper thing with a hole in, I imagine. We're improvising here, guys. We're improvising. Come on. We all know, we've been there. You know. As long as they stay up straight. That's absolutely fine. I wonder if I cut them down a little, it'd be a bit easier. Got to the last two now, do we? Come on. Well, that was a bit easier, but not much. Very hard to cut. Okay. So there we go. You know, they're standing straight-ish. I can't have-ish though. My OCD will kick in. Okay, let's check the temperature again. We should be starting to come down a bit now. Okay, we're at 67.5. No, it's a bit too warm now, I think. I can't put the fragrance in just yet. So what I'll do is just move it over off that hob. It's a very enjoyable process though. I don't know how I'm going to pour this without getting it all over the place, but we're going to try. So what I think I'll do is move this cardboard, move this tray. I see my glasses are cold now. So I need to heat those back up again now, don't I, a bit? Yeah, I've got the oven on. I'll just pop them in the oven for 5 minutes. By which time that should be at a reasonable temperature. Because I don't want to melt the wax that's around the bottom of the wick. It's a very delicate process, guys. Okay. So I'm going to take the top off that ready. Let me know. Oh, where are you? Hang on, too far down. Let me know in the comments if you've made any candles. Any tips, tricks, or anything like that. I'm sure my lovely friend Carla has made candles in her time. That's Carla from Sew Knit Create and Repeat. If you haven't watched her, I'll leave a link down below to her channel. She's absolutely amazing. She does everything. I mean, literally cooking. She makes her own detergent. She knits, she sews, she spins. Don't know about weaving. She would weave, I reckon, if she'd got a loom. Yeah, she's absolutely amazing. I love her to bits. So yeah, go and check her out if you haven't. If you don't watch her already, I'll be shocked if you don't. And if you aren't, what are you doing? Okay, that should be warm enough. Oh, it's like a delicate cooking process, isn't it? Oh, that one's moved. They've all moved. Wicks. Oh dear. Oh, I don't know if that was a good idea. My wicks have all gone wiggly. Wiggly wicks. Okay, so let's check this temperature again. under 70, I think it's fine to go ahead and add the fragrance. I'm going to take the jug out. Yeah, surprisingly, that's not even warm. Well, it is warm. Don't be silly, Di. It is warm, but it's not hot. So, okay. What I'll do, I'll higher you up and then lower you down, if that makes sense. There we go. That might be an easier angle to get. So, okay. Isn't that a lovely colour? It's like a lovely wine. Right, this should be getting cooler now. We've taken it out of the heat. Yeah, we're under 70 degrees anyway, so we should be fine to go ahead and add the fragrance. So here goes. Don't know if you can see there. Let me just move that forward. There we go. Oh, this smells lovely. This is the part where you need smell-o-vision. That's going to bring the temperature down a little as well, isn't it? So once you've added the fragrance, what do we do? So I'm going to wait till it gets down to 60 degrees and then we can pour. Okay, so that's still got a few degrees to come down. So I'm going to stop the video there for a minute, and as soon as that is down to temperature, I'll come back. See you in a bit. Hello again. Well, I actually got very excited about when it got down to 60 degrees and I just poured it. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. They look amazing. Do you want to see? Let me just grab the camera off here because, and I'll just turn you around. Can you see? Oh dear. There you go. I think they look amazing. I don't know what sort of view you've got there, but so I'll tell you a little bit more about the company. Oh, that clock looks a bit strange there. Are we? Weird. Okay, so it's the kit comes in this box, as I said. I'll just pop that insert in there. And you get the five glasses were in there with the fragrance and the colouring, and then on the bottom you've got soy wax. And that's what it looks like. It's a very good kit, very informative. Like I said, you can go to the there are barcodes for each category, whatever you'd like to look at, and step-by-step instructions. So it holds your hand all the way through. I've never made a candle in my life before, and I've really enjoyed that. It was very enjoyable. I'm just going to let them cool down now, and I'll pop up a picture at the end of the video of one of them when they're cold. Maybe one burning. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, if you've got this far, thank you for joining me on my day off. It's now 1:45. I don't know if I'll be recording any more today now. I might just make a coffee and go and have a knit and watch some YouTube for a little while. We're having fish pie for tea, so fish pie and vegetables, so that'll be lovely. I did buy some ingredients to make a curry, a volty. I had to think then. But I think we might have that for tea tomorrow. I'm off work on Friday as well this week, so I probably won't do another one of these videos because this has just been a one-off. Let me know in the comments if you've enjoyed it. If you'd like to see more like this, we might make some bread next time, or have a little bake of some sort. I don't know. We might go shopping. I have actually got to go fabric shopping. And I know I work in a fabric shop. Yeah. Do I get time to go shopping? No, I don't. I'll see something, I'll just pick it up, put it by the till and say, you know, give me 2 meters off that later on to one of the girls, and do it that way. But I could actually go on Friday on my day off and shop, couldn't I? I could take you with me. We'll see. Oh, that smells. I did spill some and I'm just trying to clean it up off the worktop now. Oh dear. So I've got to clean all my tools down. This is a messy business. I don't know if I'd like to do this for a job, in all honesty, because it is a bit messy. Me again. I forgot to show you, didn't I? So here we go. Let's just take that one off. You see the bubbles on the top? They smell lovely. Absolutely beautiful. Gorgeous. Lovely. So there we have it. Candle making kit. So I did a couple of rows more on my knitting. Ooh. So I've got 6. Is it 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6 repeats. I've got 6 repeats done now, so that's all good. I'm going to go and start dinner, well, tea, shortly. Richard will be back probably about an hour, depending on traffic. Doesn't work that far away. It literally takes him 15 minutes to work in the morning. But if there's traffic on the motorway coming back, it's horrendous. Look at that blue sky behind. It's not really blue. It's grey. It looks blue on the camera. So, yeah. That's it for today then, guys. I hope you've enjoyed spending some time with me on my day off. I'm going to go and do that zip in a minute. Then, no, I'll chuck tea in the oven. Go and do that zip. And then I'm going to spend the rest of the night knitting, I think. It's been a busy day. But you find that, don't you? You just, on your days off, you just end up doing more. So, yeah. Okay, so we'll leave it there. thank you for joining me. Please leave me a comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know if you want to see any more videos like these, and I might think about doing Vlogmas this year. Won't be too exciting because, like I say, I don't lead a very exciting life. So anyway, I'm going to love and leave you. So thank you for joining me, and I'll see you soon.